What's up YouTube? Today I want to demonstrate to you a little bit of Battlefield 3, but before I go ahead and do that, I just want to introduce myself a little bit. My name is Boom Shaka Boxer. I play in the PC version of Battlefield 3 and I am a colonel. For those of you that are watching my video, I hope you can enjoy this, and at the end of the day, I hope you can learn something from it. I hope you can take something from my video that will help you become a better player, a more complete player. So for those of you that constantly go on the internet, search for videos on how to become better at Battlefield 3, you might find videos like how to fly a jet, how to drive a tank, how to control your recoil and shoot better. And when you try to implement what they show you, exactly the way they show you, you might kill one guy, you might get a double kill, you might even get a triple kill, and all of a sudden you die. And then you try again, and you die again. What gives? In the video you're watching, or possibly even a montage, the guy's doing the same stuff he's been doing for the entire video and he never dies. And I'm not saying that those videos are bad. Every video that tries to teach you something about Battlefield 3 is a great video. But in that respect, I'm trying to show you something that the videos that you may have watched that do not show you. I'm going to try to teach you the who, why, when, wheres, and hows of doing some of the stuff that they do. So to get started, there are two general styles you can perform in any FPS, and this should be very obvious. They are offense and defense. You either take it, you either participate in offense or you sit back and play defense. A lot of times this is hard coded into the game. You can't change what you're playing. You either have to play offense or you have to play defense. But how you play it, offense or how you play defense, can change how successful you are in the game. Do you understand your situation? Can you exploit the situation? How fast does it take you to respond to a given situation? Those are the things that are important to you. So with that said, I believe that there are 4 stances you can take in an FPS. And how you understand these stances and how you utilize them can change how successful you are. And in this video, I will try to demonstrate to you one of the stances. I like to refer to this style as aggressive offense. For those of you that are very common to FPS, you might notice more as run and gun. You simply run, you find your target, and you gun them down. Hopefully you're not playing this other game called Run and Die, when you just run out into the open, and you find guys all over you and you simply die. Well, I'm sure you're not like that. You're not like a noob like me. But anyway, to play aggressive offense correctly, you need to do 2 things. You need to win your one-on-one confrontations, and you need to slice into enemy territory. So the first thing I want to explain is one-on-one confrontations. I feel that in FPS, most confrontations is when we narrow it down to 1v1s, many repetitive times over. Unless you have a splash weapon, there's no way for you to simultaneously deal with 2 or more targets. For the same reason, they can't deal with you and someone else simultaneously. Okay? So this means a lot. This means that for every guy you gun down, he's either looking at you or he's looking at someone else. And I know this may sound hard to understand at first because you might have been experiences where you run into the open and you're being shot from in every single direction, and that may be true. But if you play this game correctly, and if you put yourself in a situation where your team and you are cooperative, you should never be able to get engaged from the rear. At the same time, you should never be able to engage from the left and right. So this leaves only the front. If you and your team play this game correctly, enemies should only come from the front. The same goes for your enemies. You guys should only be at their front. So this brings me to the first point where you need to win your 1v1 confrontations. Every time you see someone, you have to be the guy that wins that confrontation 50% plus more of the time. If you can do that, if you can get to that point, then you can start chaining kills, you know, and that's up to you. Some people just have faster reaction times, some people don't have faster reaction times. You have to put yourself in situations where you can get that kill and they can't get you. And if you can do that, you can start chaining those kills. So once you can start chaining those kills, you need to start slicing into enemy territory in order to play aggressive offense correctly. Now, what do I mean by slicing? By slicing, I mean making a beeline for enemy territory. In general, there are 3 flanks you can take in. You can either participate in the left flank, the middle, or the right flank. Sometimes you can just say left or right. But on the bigger maps, you have to set down the middle. Otherwise, you choose one of them and you shoot straight up it. You go from cover to cover. You pick up guys one at a time. Win those 1v1 confrontations, you shoot up. Because this leads you to 2 things. It leads you to information, and it leads you to flanking opportunities. So in this video that I'm showing you, back when I placed my tug down at 350, I saw 3 guys pop out on my minimap behind me. I immediately responded to them, picked them off my PP-19 and my handgun, and I started asking myself, where could they have came from? Because they definitely didn't come from the right flank, because the right flank is being defended by my guys. On the other hand, on my left flank is pretty open. I don't see any of my guys on the left side, so I take it upon myself to go left. And I noticed that there are a few of them skirmishing up from there, like roaches, So I say to myself, alright, I'm just gonna keep picking them off one by one, and that's what I do. You saw after I killed those 3 guys, I picked off 2 more guys on my left flank, and then started pushing up to their mortar. I killed that first mortar, I killed their second mortar. I shot straight into their spawn point. I made a beeline, and I won those one-on-one confrontations. And after that, I started getting information, and I flanked into our right flank, where our guys were engaging. The only difference is that they were engaging from the front, while I engaged from their side and rear. And that's what aggressive offense leads to. Normally, you don't get any situations where you can flank, but if you can play aggressive offense very well, you can get into situations where you can do stuff like this. And so it's up to the enemy team for them to explain to each other that, hey, we're losing on our right side, which is my left. Someone has to stop this guy. But the situation I got myself into shouldn't have happened if the enemy team were coordinating, but apparently no one respected that I was killing the guys on my left. No one said anything, and I got fortunate enough to push up all the way into their right flank. So a bit of it is luck, but more of it is understanding your situation and understanding how much you can overextend yourself. How much can you extend before they finally put you down? So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it has taught you a little bit about the 4 stances that you can play this game with. If you like this video, please subscribe, leave a comment, ask questions, show it to your friends. And in a future day, I will be posting even more videos on the 3 other stances I believe you need to understand if you want to play this game successfully. Until then, try to do what I just showed you. Not only play it out, but think about why I did the stuff I did, when I did the stuff I did, how did I do the stuff I did, and where did I go in order to do the stuff I did. Until then, have fun playing Battlefield 3. Good luck, have fun, and I'll see you next time. This is Boom Shaka Boxer signing out.